Oh wow.
How you guys
So what do we
doing?
all represent here? Who's what here? What?
Who am I talking to?
Who are we talking to?
I'm with TwoFab.com.
Slovenia?
TwoFab.com?
Bless you, my son.
Oh.
I have baptized you.
I hope that was
I shall
water.
be relieved.
In your face.
Most people pay for that, you know what I'm saying?
How are you guys feeling? We just found out that it's the last season.
Emotional.
I mean, what's it? I mean, you guys have both been with the show for a very long time. What's that like? You know, you're kind of chugging along to the end game.
I think it's refreshing on some level in that for the last 7 seasons, every season comes around, you're like, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? So you're kind of like hanging in a state of perpetual.
It's nice to know, because at the end of the day, we are surprisingly the last to know everything about our show, about our characters, about the journey, what's going to happen, and finally, like, to have a definitive answer, like, yep, it's done. So,
I think it's going to be great for the writers, it's great for the actors, it's going to be great for everybody because you can just bring a whole new sense of awareness and appreciation for what you're doing, and it gives you an end goal. Sometimes I think that when you don't know when it's going to end, you get stuck in a holding pattern. You're like, we'll just keep going around, we got to keep telling the story, but now that you know how it's going to end, you can wrap it up and be a lot more specific and concrete about it. And I think there's peace in knowing that, if that makes sense.
So what can you tease about what we'll see from your characters next season? Giving up on love, because neither one of your characters are.
we're not giving love.
Yeah, love's not my favorite, except for this season. You're going to see Alaric. The show will open up, and you'll learn that Alaric is now taking over the armory. And you'll see that he's got a new hot nanny who's watching over the girls. And so you'll realize that there'll be a potential love interest for Alaric and the hot nanny. He's got this new responsibility as the armory director, if you will. And my favorite dynamic in the first episode so far is like Carolyn talking to Stephanie. She's like, I don't know, Stephen. I just don't trust this hot nanny with Alaric. We've got to watch over him. So you can tell that Carolyn is immediately like defensive over Alaric in regards to his relationship to the hot nanny. Is that good? That's good. Yeah. Did Julie say something to that effect? I don't know what I can tease in there.
Real quick, just be quiet.
Julie said you guys could say whatever you wanted.
Yeah?
Yeah, she said Alaric might end up with someone.
Okay, so truth. I'm going to give you some truth. Matt Donovan's not coming back. They brought me here out of respect and love. Peace, y'all.
That's true. That's true. It's not in season 8.
Okay, so we don't believe that.
He's still in Georgia.
We don't believe that, obviously. So what is he doing?
We don't know. He's on the first 4 episodes.
Truth. No, honestly, this is going to be a very, I think, an explosive season from Matt. It's going to be a slow start at the beginning because, as you saw, season 7, finally, after all the grief and hardship he's been through, he said, enough. I'm done with this. I'm going to leave town. Not leaving my friends, but I'm also going to leave Mystic Falls. And so, again, it's like, where's Matt? What's going on? When Matt comes back to town, it's going to enrich his character in a way that it's never been in the entire history of the show. Because you can just think about Matt being the only human on the show. He has a busboy, this and that, no family. We're going to learn that the Donovan family history is actually also kind of supernatural and crazy.
It's like you
So we're going to be surprised what we
I
learn.
think you'll
He's
be
been
very
up.
surprised when Matt comes back to town. I was surprised as well, so... Anyways.
Good answer.
So, did the new big bad?
Captain Wordsmith. Jesus, we got Captain Planet over here.
The new, you
We
guys.
got Captain Hairgel right here.
I was gonna say, right.
Hey, you guys ever seen LA Confidential? I'm gonna Russell Crowe this. I'm just kidding.
Are you? Are you Bam Bam?
Bam Bam.
Zach's nickname is Bam Bam because on occasion he'll like just overturn a table, especially when you make fun of his hair. So don't make fun of.
It's hard for guys that don't have hair because they don't know what to do with guys that have hair, so they just make fun of it.
Well, I know. That's why you wear hats. I've got hair. I've got hair. Mother effer. You know. Whatever it takes. Shocking.
So listen, guys. So I was in a wind tunnel on the way here, and I just want to know how you guys are feeling.
Tired.
You tired? Are you guys excited to know that it's the end of the Vampire Diaries?
No.
I was on the very first
going.
wrestling.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I just mean like because also Matt was saying that as actors that we've not really known until now, like it's something definitive. So as fans, are you maybe not fans? You will watch the show, but are you happy to like have some resolution to know that we're actually ending? And, like, okay, this is it. Because like you said several times along the journey, you could have like, is this it?
Julie hinted at that there might be some happy endings coming along, and they'll definitely be tying things up. So I think the fans are going to be excited.
Yeah, Vampire Diaries needs some happy endings.
At least one. At least one happy ending.
Right. I mean, speaking of it, it's like Alaric lost Joe, got the babies back, couldn't make it work with Caroline. So it's like, do you think that there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel for him with the hot nanny or with somebody else?
Yes, I hope so. I mean, yes, there has to be. Otherwise, he'll be one of the most tragic characters in TV history. So I hope so. We'll see. You never know with this show. The show can be so cruel at times. Sometimes I read these episodes like, oh,
He also died and left and came back. So.
The amount of blood and gore and violence that happens on our shows now, when you look back at it, you're like, we're making some really twisted stuff. We're a CW show?
Bride to be got stabbed to death at the altar in her pregnant belly.
Do you ever, because Matt's the only human, do you ever have to like nudge anybody to get to do more? Because you're on the CW, everybody's doing these crazy, everybody's supernatural, everybody's a witch, everybody's a vampire.
You were pretty active in season 7.
Yeah, season 7. I've been there a long time. But at the end of the day,
Are we going to see more vampire hunting or lock and loading this season?
I don't think so.
Are you not the sheriff anymore?
I think I quit.
You quit being sheriff?
I quit. I think I
You did.
left.
You hung up the belt.
Yeah, I hung up.
Who's the sheriff?
I still got the gun. There's no sheriff, man.
There's no sheriff in
We
town?
got Damon.
Man, there's no
Hey,
sheriff.
speaking of sheriffs, can you just, I want to right now for 1 second pay homage to a very beautiful woman who then helped spawn our sister show, The Originals. Marguerite. Marguerite was a delight to have on our show. She played Sheriff Forbes. We all loved her. And I also want to have a romantic story with her. I was in love with her. I thought it'd be perfect with Matt and Sheriff Forbes. Maybe kind of like one day Matt goes over just like trying to talk to Caroline. She's not home. Sheriff Forbes is there. He's like, man, my mom left me. And no one else. I'm serious. Yeah, I'll take a glass of wine, Sheriff Forbes. And hey, what's up?
So would you be interested in doing then? Possibly going on to the
Yeah, that's
originals,
what I mean.
moving out of town to New Orleans?
I'm totally into it. Sorry.
So I think that speaks that you think that Sheriff Forbes should be one of the characters that comes back this season, that kind of,
I think she's dead.
she's gone, dead's gone.
This guy can't see the future with his sunglasses on. Let me just tell you what's happening here. Season 8. Do you guys remember?
Anything's possible?
Yeah, do you remember season 5? The 100th episode? It was like the closet was opened up and people were flying out all over the place. One thing that I've learned about this show is nothing's ever dead. So even though we told you today, we're done,
You never know. You never know. I will tell you this: in the props department, they're in charge of like setting up the director's chair for the cast, and they put the back of the chair on with the actor's name. And they told me the other day, like, you'd be shocked at how many chair backs we have for all the people who'll be coming back for season 8. So you're going to see a lot of people coming back. And on that note, one more question.
One more question. So I'm from Georgia, so I have to ask you guys, what have you enjoyed most about filming in Atlanta?
I've enjoyed watching Atlanta grow over the last 8 years. For me, moving to Atlanta, the first 2-3 seasons was very challenging. It was like really hard for me. I was used to a bigger city and living on the coast and just having a different geographical situation. But to see Atlanta grow in terms of like,
you have to remember, we also moved to Georgia just after the recession. We just got out of the writer's strike. All that stuff, bad stuff had happened. And we're talking 2009.
right?
We shoot a pilot in Vancouver, thinking we're all going to Canada, and we don't shoot there because it rains too much. Then we go to Georgia, as you know, where it's been raining a lot, and we were the first like show to come through this tax incentive in Georgia. Atlanta, when I first flew into Atlanta, there were cranes everywhere, like skeletons, like buildings that stopped being built. And now Atlanta's real estate market's really saturated. You can go get some freaking green juice if you want. When we moved there, you couldn't get green juice.
All you got is
Biscuits and grits. And trust me, we heard about it.
Sorry,
So,
what about you?
Cheers.